Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's a cold one this morning. It is officially time to start winterizing this coop because waters are starting to freeze and these chickens are almost going to be getting frostbite. Unfortunately, my coop has lots of air flowing through it, lots of gas between the wood planks, and that needs to be covered, but I'm not going to be wrapping in plastic today because it is quite an intensive task and recording that's just going to be a little bit too difficult. But I am going to go ahead and show you guys everything that I got to winterize. Last year I was not properly able to winterize. It was my first winter and I had no idea what I was doing. This time I'm a little bit more prepared. I know what I need to do to make sure everybody, my hat's so weird. This year I know what to do to make sure everybody stays healthy, hopefully, and let me show you guys everything I got. You might as well say we're in my storage barn right now, but I got 2 bags of bedding to start the deep litter method again. I got some Coop deodorizer to mix in there. I got everybody's water buckets that I'm going to be using for their waters because it's just easier to use them like this. So you can dump out the ice and replace with water. I got some more stall dry. This keeps everything nice and dry and deodorized. This is not for that, but I got 3 rolls of plastic, which will hopefully be enough to do the ducks run and the whole entire coop. I only had 1 last year, and that was not enough at all. And everybody's feed is pretty much all full, so that'll last us a little bit. Just trying to make sure we're prepared in all parts. But anyways, I gotta go add that bedding today and start the deep litter method. We did do that last year and it worked really well, so we're gonna do that again this year. Right now it's just like a dirty sandy mix in there. And I'm just gonna top up some bedding. And what else am I gonna do today? I'm not gonna change their waters right now because right now it's still okay, and like it's not fully freezing through, like it's just the top. So nobody's water is going to be changed, maybe other than the ducks, because it just makes it really muddy in there and I don't want that mud like staying on the ground. So I might go ahead and switch to their water bucket, and maybe I'll try and dry it up in there with some stall dry, and maybe I'll also do like a little thing and put some bedding underneath a little hidey hut so they can go like there to get warm. And I'll try and show you guys. Me explaining it does not work. Anyways, first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put one of these bedding things in the coop to let the chickens sort of flick that around everywhere. As you guys can see, there is holes like everywhere through the gaps. Like, hold on, like, look, you can see holes through the gaps of the door where the light's shining through. Holes, like, really some big holes. And if you look on the back coop, you can see like the line, like that. Last year I was able to do the back wall and then a little bit of the side wall, and then I was able to do the 2 doors. Let me show you guys. This side does not need to be covered, luckily, because it's all metal. No one can get through that. That's where the barn is on the other side of that, so no one can come for this side. So that's good. That goes all the way along here. When I put the plastic up, I'm also going to have to fix this and fix this. Like, I have to staple it because I do not want my chickens to be able to fly out of this and fly outside. It's just a danger if I'm trying to make sure that they're all safe inside the coop. So once I put the plastic up and get the stapler out, then I'll eventually do that too. Make sure everybody stays safe where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be in there. Say hello to my chickens. They're enjoying a pumpkin right now. As you can see, it's just sort of a sandy, dirty mix with like a little bit of bedding left over from last year, and of course lots of feathers because they've been molting. Yeah, their water right here, their water still works for now because it hasn't been freezing. But we're going to go ahead and add some more bedding to this and make it comfy, cozy, and warm for now. I'm going to cut this open now. I'm going to give them some mirror so Actually, move out of my way so I can get in here with this bedding. Drag this on in here. Let me move this camera so I can show you guys. Please do not land on any chickens. I'm gonna be so hurt if I landed on anybody. Okay, let me show you this. Trying to get a good angle here. Can't see nothing. Trying to get a good angle. Okay. Move this pumpkin out of the way for now. Make sure that didn't land on any chickens. Okay. And dump the whole bag in here, and hopefully that should do the whole bottom of the coop. It makes it smell so nice. And this is not what I ordered. You can choose the size of bedding you want. I usually get the coarse. I think this is like fine, but maybe this is all that they had. This should do perfectly fine. Now I gotta kick this around, and the chickens will also help me kick this around, but we're gonna do this. So much better up in here. Like I said, the chickens will all stir this around by themselves. I just got it mainly the way spread out. It looks great. Should keep their feet warm and should do its purpose. Step number 1, complete. I also have to refill their oyster shells, which if you didn't know, it's the way my hens get their calcium for their eggs, because I do not feed my flock a layer feed because I have lots of roosters, and that can over time cause them liver and kidney issues. So, it's one of the two. And I'm going to fill this up for my ladies. You guys know that was spruce and pine shavings. I just want you guys to know, do not use cedar shavings for any of your animals because that can cause them some major health issues. So always use spruce and pine shavings, no cedar. This little bag of oyster here, and I'm just gonna scoop some of this into there. Alrighty, this is perfect now. I'm going to go ahead and put this back in there. Alrighty, so I have this bin where I like to put my straw dry in because it's much easier to carry around and scoop out when I need to put it somewhere. So I'm going to empty some of the bag into here, so it's just, because it's just way too hard to carry around a heavy bag and sprinkle it everywhere. Now that's ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and go to my ducks' coop now. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take out their other waterer. We're gonna clean that up, put it away for whenever I need it again. And then we're gonna put this bucket, then we're gonna sprinkle straw dry down. Then we're gonna fill this bucket up and put this in there. Guys, obviously you can see pretty muddy, but I am gonna wrap the top half with plastic just like the bottom half to make sure no wind can get in there. But we're gonna go ahead and take this water out and put the other one in there. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this before I put it away because it's quite dirty and stinky. I'm not going to make it perfect right now because there's just no need for that. But this is about as good as it's going to get for now without doing some actual scrubbing. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the storage barn coop area. Stall dry time for this mucky mess. I'm going to go ahead. Looks like they have stall dry floors, but that should hopefully suck up some of this water moisture. It's already starting to work. Great. I'd like to build another one of these little things for inside the coop where they can get warm. Maybe I'll build another one of these at some point. Time to fill up this bucket next. I'm gonna fill her about halfway for now. Alright, a little bit more than halfway, and now it should be perfect enough so they can submerge their whole bill in there. Alrighty, and it goes. I'm gonna tuck it right back where I had it before. Perfect. It looks much better in there. And what I was talking about before is I was thinking about adding a plastic layer underneath there and maybe adding a little lip and adding some bedding in there so they can just get cozy in there. But we'll see. Definitely not today because I don't have any supplies, but yeah. Alrighty guys, that is pretty much it for me beginning the winterizing process. Like I said, I have a little bit more to do as far as lining the coop in plastic, which I will be doing within these next few days because it's got to get done. Lining the duck room with plastic as well, and see if I can build another hutch, another little thing in the coop for the ducks as well. And just fixing it up in there and making it safe. That is pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for the love and support, the comments and everything. You guys have been so awesome. Can't wait to reach 100 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!